Okay, season 2 of the Devil May Cry Netflix series just dropped at the time of recording this today. It would have been 4 o'clock in the morning, my time, and I already finished it. I binged it, okay? So, this is spoiler warning. I want to give my thoughts on it. So, spoiler warning, spoiler warning, spoiler warning, spoiler warning. If you haven't watched it, if you haven't watched season 1, you should watch season 1. If you haven't watched season 2, and you watch season 1, watch season 2. If you can, neither, do both. Even if you don't like it, well, a lot of people aren't going to like this. Um, I know it's very different from the games and from the manga. And for those that didn't know there's a manga, there are, I would call them light novels, is the best way to describe it. So there's stuff that like kind of explains what Dante, that's a whole different can of worms. And I'll get into why that is important for season 2. Now, season 1, it had, and I'm going to talk a lot about season 1, then I'll move into season 2. Not a lot. Season 1 had mixed reviews. It brought people into the DMC franchise. It changed a lot about the characters. It kind of, in a sense, neutered Lady's character. It made Dante more punkish, kind of more reminiscent of Nero. Granted, it's Nero's voice actor. The music selection for the season 1 was incredible. And Power Glove remix, I had to really come around to the remixes, but Power Glove does do an incredible job, and that transfers over to season 2. Power Glove, praises to you. Um, what season 1 did was it started a new timeline, and a little bit of history is, I believe, and I could be completely wrong in this, so don't take it for fact, that when Devil May Cry 5 was coming out, the anime was originally supposed to be alongside it. Now, the director, Eddie, I don't want to mess up his name. He wanted it to be not overshadowed by Devil May Cry 5, which, if it was released at the time that the game came out, I do believe that Devil May Cry 5 would blow the anime out of the water. I think even a remake of like DMC 1 or DMC 2, even DMC 2, if a remake of DMC 2 released alongside season 1 or season 2, the game is going to do significantly better. That's also, I think, DMC 2 is in deserving a remake, so is 4, through the fact that they are unfinished, in my opinion. Well, DMC 4 is unfinished. I'm getting off track. A lot of assets from DMC 5, because the director kind of got to see into the DMC 5 process, got to see some designs. However, he did not get to see their powers, which is why we see Cavalier D'Angelo and I'm trying to remember if there's any more DMC 5. But again, Cavalier D'Angelo in the anime without his like lightning based abilities, without his steed, all that kind of stuff. So there's that. And then, of course, why we see DMC4 stuff. But he saw their designs and said, I want to make that my own. And that's essentially what he did. Um, very movement. I'm super. Watching. Okay, so I look at through the lens of, I understand that this is a different universe. I understand that these are different takes on the characters, and kind of going into this with everything that I have, because I am a huge DMC fanatic. Everything I have going into this, and let me just check. making sure I didn't get any messages. Okay. I did get some messages. Whatever. I had DMC 1, or not DMC 1, the DMC Season 1. I had to change how I viewed it because I viewed it going in as the DMC fanatic that I am. And I didn't like it. I'm going to be honest. I didn't like it. I mean, I liked the fight scenes. I thought it was cool at first. Like, yay, we're getting a new Devil May Cry anime after 2007 was the last time we had an anime. And honestly, I like the 2007 anime. I wish there was more of it. I do wish. And, that was kind of the bridge between, I think it was DMC 2 and 4, because 2007 is canon. I just need to cut straight into Season 2. The music selection was great. I'm so happy that Casey Edwards is back. Bazooka was great. And again, spoiler warning, because this is going to get a heavy spoiler. With Season 1, Season 2 rectifies a lot of the wrongs. It kind of brings more canon story, but at the same time introduces new things. Like, I'm going to start with something I didn't like, which was Argisax. And that's a huge spoiler. I wish it was more true to Season 2 in that regard. I mean, in a sense, it kind of was, but his design and the story of Argisax was kind of a little failing to be what I like. Because one of my favorite things about DMC2, the game, is Argisax's design. I love it. He's like an energy flame in the shape of a humanoid figure with horns, and it's so good. Do I think, okay, what else did I find negative? I don't know. I think if you go into this with a lot of DMC background knowledge, if you played the games, understand some of the story, you might think that this is shit. Put it plain, shit. I'm happy with the season. Again, it rectified a lot. Lady swore less. We got that. We got more of Lady at the end. It teased the ending of the anime of Season 2 did tease. I have a theory because Season 1 didn't really follow it, but Season 2 followed it, and I believe Season 3 is, where it is going to sort of follow the storyline of the game in a sense. In terms of bosses, there was a lot of references. That's what I want to get into, actually, is the references. So in DMC Season 1 of Netflix series, they had a lot of references to other Capcom games. They had some references to the games, for sure. It wasn't until Season 2 that they started referencing the games, and more importantly, that I found that they were referencing was the mangas. Actually, there was parts that did also remind me of the DMC reboot, which, again, watch it. You'll understand what I mean when you get there. But again, a lot more manga influence, I believe. They had more DMC 5 influence. Definitely DMC 2. I'm happy that he's kind of shedding light on the books, because the books give us so much information, like Fortuna being referenced. I don't know, like, there's so much I want to talk about at the same time. I'm saying heavy spoilering, but I don't want to give heavy spoilers. So, this is kind of just me going my outburst, and, the ending felt season, or the ending felt like the ending of Devil May Cry 3, and Virgil fucking quoted DMC5. I was word for word with him. Word for word with him. And again, if you watch it, you'll understand what quote I'm talking about. So I should wrap this up and just say, like, hey, if you're a Devil May Cry fan, didn't like the series, kind of iffy on season 2, you should still watch it. Keep an open mind. If you don't like it, you don't like it. That's understandable. Coming from, again, Fnatic background. From a Fnatic standpoint, I don't like it. I'm just enjoying myself. I enjoyed myself. If I had to give it a rating of, let's see, what should we do? Let's do the combat rating scale. So from rank D to SSS, I would give it A. Rank A. I mean, I would place Season 1 at rank C. This definitely was a much greater improvement. Or we can get 3 Dante's Stabbed by Rebellion out of 5. Yeah, capiche, kabosh. That is where we'll end this. Again, I am super excited. I want Season 3 already. Season 3 already got greenlit, so I guess I'll make another video when that comes out.